Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast. Welcome to the award-winning InWheelTime car talk show. I forgot to turn the page again.
Oh,
this is
boy.
all your fault. No, it's not. It's Mars' fault. Isn't that right, Mr.
Got to
Mars?
be here, Mike.
Hey, absolutely.
Welcome to the award-winning car
Right.
talk show, InWheelTime.
Don't
Coming
make
up,
me call David.
yeah,
Don't
we've
make me
always
call
got that in our back pocket. We can call David and have a good time.
Don't make me turn this around.
He's been texting, so yeah, he's awake.
All right, this is your place for all things automotive. Coming up, our story of the week: recalls, guess the sold car price. That's all coming up.
Yeah.
Going to have fun with that. Mars has this week in auto history. Jeff has the racing calendar, and I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I don't know who I am. I'm coming or going or doing something crazy that I shouldn't be doing. All right, it's what we call InWheelTime time. And we're going to start with our story of the week. And for those of us that like to putter around in the garage on our cars,
Where is this going?
Putting around.
First thing he showed me this morning, the guy had to take a tour of his garage. He's all excited.
did I really?
Yeah, he's all excited.
Why did
But
I?
it's a nice garage. He's got it all cleaned out, all ready to go. And he's
Yeah, but he just moved in.
Yeah, he did.
Give
And
it
you
a
know
couple
what?
of years.
Yeah, what? You know,
There's nothing. There's no.
We
the garage
don't do that.
It's
that-
slick and lean.
that here.
It is. He's ready.
Here's our story of the week: a failed water pump. Now, this is a story from Automotive News that came down the pike, and I'm going, who hasn't gone to the auto parts store and bought an alternator and put it on yourself?
Piece of cake.
Okay, or a water pump,
Piece of
whatever the
cake.
case may be. So a failed water pump led to a blown head gasket in a Toyota
course.
Prius, wrecking the engine. A spark plug melted and fell into its cylinder, ruining the engine of a Toyota Land Cruiser. A starter in a Toyota Camry malfunctioned after a year. These situations may seem unrelated, but there's a common link. The failed parts were purchased online and billed as and looked like genuine Toyota parts, but they were counterfeit, according to Ahmed Ibrahim, owner of the Car Care Nut Automotive in suburban Chicago. Ibrahim came across counterfeit parts often. That about 2 years ago, he required customers to sign a waiver if they wanted him to use parts they bought online, relieving him of liability for any ensuing issues. In August, the Toyota master diagnostic technician went even further, opting to no longer install parts purchased online by customers. He said, started asking myself, why are we doing this? Most of our customers buy parts from us,
Cheap.
so why would we put our reputation on the line for such a small percentage of customers? So the story continues. Counterfeit auto parts are growing problem nationwide. The pandemic played a big role because of millions of consumers under stay-at-home orders started shopping more online, which makes it easier for counterfeiters to do business. The council is a nonprofit alliance of almost a dozen North American automakers striving to raise awareness and combat counterfeit parts. And it is called Automotive Anti-Counterfeiting Council. How bad's the problem? U.S. Department of Transportation's Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration issued a safety advisory regarding the rise of counterfeit auto parts across the United States. The biggest one was airbags. People trying to change out their airbags. And, you know, that's one of those things that the dealership, the car manufacturer, pay for you to take it back and have the airbag replaced.
And it is dangerous to do that.
Yeah, very.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Explode in your face.
I saw a technician have one fire off on him.
Well, the potential hazards associated with counterfeit auto parts are far worse than an impossible to program key fob, loss of vehicle performance, or expensive repairs. Key fobs, number one on the counterfeiters list.
Yep.
Be careful what you buy online. I'll tell you my online story, and that was with the Corvette. If you remember, you helped me put in the emergency blinker relay.
Yeah, we had to take the dash apart.
Had to take the dash apart to get to it because it's up underneath the
Right.
dash.
Mhm.
It was a counterfeit part. I went and had to buy a Chevrolet part. Works fine since then. Another thing,
Well, we only did it once. You had to do it again?
temperature, no,
Oh.
the pressure sensor in the wheels,
Mhm.
right? Tire pressure monitoring says
Yeah,
TPMS.
yeah, you had that done.
I had that done
When you
twice.
got your new tires.
No, I didn't. And I had to go and buy some sensors because it kept popping the notification
right.
on the dashboard. Bought some sensors, didn't work. Couldn't program it.
Hmm.
So I wound up having to pay double the price, and I bought GMs, and they work fine.
Yeah.
They last for 20 years.
Mhm.
Just spend the extra money and buy the original parts from the manufacturer.
I want to know how this spark plug in the first part of the story.
Well,
Yeah, that sounded kind of strange.
well,
And let me ask you, Jeff, from your experience in the tire world. I mean, you can buy tires online now and have them
Right.
shipped.
You can.
To me that I can't imagine having 4 tires shipped to my house and then taking them to somebody, Firestone or Jack the Ripper down the street with the used tire place to have them mounted.
Well, you can if you do it online, you can use that end user, that like a discount or Bob's Tire Shop or whatever, as the delivery point, as the place that accepted, and then you go in there and you tell them, "Hey, I'm going to buy these tires. They're going to come in 3 days, and I'm having them sent to you, and I'm going to come in and you're going to put them on for me." You can arrange all that. TPC numbers on tires are all factory numbers. You've got the born on date we talk about all the time,
Right.
and you do have tires that are OE fit for, say, a Ford, GM, or a Stellantis vehicle can be purchased at a Costco or a Sam's, but they're not the TPC number. They're not designed specifically for that vehicle. So I wouldn't call them counterfeit. I just call them out of a good, better, best. They're probably a good scenario, whereas you can buy the better or the best. So there are things out there, not necessarily a scam, but be careful.
Use caution when you buy
exactly
car parts and try to put them on yourself because I don't know. You got to be careful.
Yeah,
So
flat out refuse.
Yeah. Time now for some of the cars that have been recalled. God.
This should be a guessing game.
BMW has issued a major recall affecting nearly 200,000 vehicles in the U.S. due to a significant fire risk. It's not good. They're advising you to park your vehicle outdoors from 2019 to 2022 vehicles. Core issue lies with corroding engine starter relay. Here are the vehicles: the Z4, 2019 to 22 models now, BMW 330i, the X3, the X4, the 530i, the 430i, and the 230i. Also includes the Toyota Supra vehicles 20 to 22, which are manufactured by BMW.
Wow.
Kia recalling 39,000 U.S. vehicles because of an issue with the HVAC system that may lead to overheating, increasing the risk of fire. Land Rover, Range Rover Evoque 2023, rearview camera doesn't display. Driver and passenger window trim pieces may detach in the Jeep Grand Wagoneer and Wagoneer. High pressure fuel pump may leak and cause a fire. Porsche Cayenne, Panamera, and Panamera E Hybrid 24 to 26 model years. Engine compartment fire, Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator for 2020. All these are recalls. Loss of steering control from steering column detachment.
Martha?
Here,
Hold this.
Ford F-250, 250 SD, 350, 350 SD, 450 SD, and the list goes on and on, 2020 to 2021.
I hear Ford's recalling cars they haven't even made yet.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they're on the list.
Preemptive recalls?
Yeah, preemptive. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do the sold car roundup. Shall we do that?
You got this, Michael?
And Mr. Mars has this. I've been working with Mr. Mars and trying to get this. So he can't participate because he now knows the prices, but we're going to start with the first car up, a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro.
Okay.
Now, this is a resto mod, clearly. That is not a factory paint job. But I will tell you that there's something rare about this car. What do you think that would be that would affect what the price you think it's going to be that was sold for?
Famous owner or something?
Aftermarket tires, wheels, the grill.
Yeah. I'm going to go 32 on this one.
32. Is anybody else online with us, Mr.
Yeah. George is sitting here. He's with
Okay.
us.
All right.
$13,999 for George.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, let me just go ahead and move through this. So this is a '69 Chevy Camaro sold for $79,800.
Woof, woof.
It's a little steep on
Okay, and what's the reason it?
don't know.
Oh.
Sold car price for the 1967 Pontiac Catalina, our next car up. It's a convertible. It's huge. It's not going to fit in the garage. And this car is yours if the price is right.
27.
27.
That's probably high, but I'll go
Okay.
27.
Well, I will tell you that
It's a convertible.
it's a convertible and it's really nice. Anybody
I
else want
like
to
it.
bid on that? Let me just tell you, at 25,725.
I wasn't far off.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
You did good.
Well, I did it with TT&L.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
it.
it
Yeah,
is. That's what
yeah,
Nick
yeah,
put
yeah,
it
that's
over the
it.
top. Here's one for Mr. Mars. I could see this in his driveway. A 1956
Oh, yeah.
DeSoto Adventurer. 56 DeSoto Adventurer. What do you think that sold for?
18.
18. You might want to reconsider that.
Okay.
Because I think that this is not a resto mod. This is a stalker. And I think that it's all original.
Okay.
Now how much?
19.
19.
Gotta remember that's a big, heavy car, Jeff. That could be
Yeah.
a lot of scrap metal there.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just going to stay with
All right.
it.
Well, we're going to sold for $41,475.
George is saying under 10 grand.
Yeah, my parents. I think that was the first car that Dad bought.
Oh, wow.
And not this particular one. He bought a really ugly green one back in.
And that's pretty?
Compared to this gold,
Yeah, compared to this gold, that ugly green one with the stoplight on the back trunk.
Oh,
there,
yeah.
that my mother was taught how to get out and get the starter to work with a hammer and a
Oh, yeah.
broomstick.
You go, Mom.
That
George and I are going to pool our money to buy this.
next car up, a 1982 Ford Mustang.
82.
82. Now, is that a Fox body? 82?
I believe it is.
I believe it
yeah.
is. 82 Ford Mustang, black. It looks like it may be a Cobra or something. Don't expect big horsepower out of it, but it looks super clean. And it may be something that I think would be something to consider.
82. I'm going to go 14.
14.
Yeah,
Mars, do you
they're
even
pretty
know?
popular.
I know. Do you remember how much it was, Mars?
I can look. if you
No,
want me
I don't
to.
want you to look. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, so George says
It's
15,999. It sold. George is spot on. 16,800 is what
Wow.
it sold for. See, now that'd be a great car for a kid
Yeah.
going off to college.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks good in the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, smoke the tires at the red lights and
Oh,
everything.
stop. This one here, this is for you, Mike Mars. It's a green 59 Studebaker Lark.
First a gold one, now a green
Actually,
one.
this is more along the lines of George's car.
Is that aftermarket wheels?
It looks like it's got some Corvette wheels on it.
I'm going to go with George. I'm going to go 89.99.
2-door hardtop. I'm telling you, it's
89.99. Earl Scheib painted that, didn't he?
It looks like it, yeah. A 59 Studebaker Lark. It sold for $24,675.
Oh, wow.
Man, you must be really desperate for a car.
The color sold it.
I could see
That's
me
what it is.
going up and down the drag in that, man. You talk about
Yeah.
get some attention.
No,
Uh-huh.
you'd call you a drag if you were in there.
A 1999 Chevy Silverado.
All right.
Why are we not
Single cab, and I'm drawn to that. A 99 Chevy Silverado 1500. Got some custom wheels on it. Looks like a nice clean paint job on
Single
it.
cab.
But
Take the
yeah,
mufflers off of it, so it's
but
nice
it's
and loud.
it's not a square body, so it's nothing special. But it is special to this person that was selling it.
$6 grand.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else, George? You want to pipe in there and guess a price? Well,
Yeah.
let me just say that it sold for $12,600,
Oh.
and it's painted A&M maroon,
Oh boy.
and that would be a great.
George is under 10. We're close, George.
Yep, absolutely. Next up, Pontiac Ventura. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this was a make-believe Pontiac that was actually a Chevy Nova.
Yeah, and they tried to turn him into GTOs too.
Yeah, they changed the little nose piece. It looks
Mhm.
like, yeah.
It's about it. So a 73 Pontiac Ventura.
$8,000. Probably that's too high, but I'll go 8.
Looks like it's got factory wheels and stuff on it.
Now the striping's try to a GTO clone.
I think that's all stock. I
Yeah.
think that's the way it came. 73 Pontiac Ventura sold for $14,700.
Oh wow,
Next up,
it's too much.
this is for David Ainsley. A 1964 Amphicar model 770. I saw one of these cars up close. Have you ever looked at one of these, Mars?
Not like that, but I've looked at an Amphicar.
There was one at the Lupe
I will tell
function
you
we
that
did.
Yeah.
it's amazing that thing actually floated at any point in its career. Did you see how it was made? It had,
Look at it.
yeah, it had a lot of caulking in it.
Oh yeah.
All the seams had caulking. A 1964 Amphicar model 770. There aren't many left anymore because they've all rusted out,
or sunk.
sunk. How much?
18.
18? Well, no, you're wrong, sir. It sold for, drum roll please, $56,700.
Oh,
Nay, as they say.
It's unsinkable Molly Brown.
And finally, you know what BMW stands for?
Yeah, British Motor Works.
No, it stands for Break My Wallet.
exactly.
And here's one that will do it. A 1975 BMW 2002. Now, it's a 75 model year, but it is a BMW 2002. 2002.
Yeah,
I don't know
style.
what they call it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go 10,000.
10,000. Mars, do you want to guess?
No, I was just remembering a guy had one here in town, and we all thought, we'd see his wife driving it, and we thought, oh, this is so cool, that's a real BMW. And then we found out he couldn't keep it running. The reason she drove it because she didn't need it very often.
It sold for $16,275. So for $16,275, there you go. A problem on wheels for the rest of your life.
Take it with you.
Yep.
Yep, exactly. All right. Coming up, we have stuff. Just ahead, Jeff's racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll bring you some auto news headlines. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues after this. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Rev up your engines. It's time to roll back in style at the Back to the Past Car Show. Join the Spring Branch Senior High School Foundation Saturday, October 18th at Cornerstone Academy, 9016 Westview Drive in Houston. Classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles. Family fun, food, music, and memories. There's something for everyone. Proceeds benefit local students and programs. Don't miss the shine, the chrome, and the nostalgia. 10 to 2, Saturday, October 18th, Back to the Past Car Show. SpringBranchBears.com/car show for more information. InWheelTime will be there too. Broadcast every Saturday 10 to noon Central on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. We hope you'll check us out. If you miss us, you'll be able to connect through your favorite podcast channel. Time now for Jeff's racing calendar, sponsored by the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Thank you for that. Here we go. NASCAR Craftsman Truck is they ran yesterday at Charlotte. They ran the Roval. I did not catch any of it because we were at a dinner last night, so I did not see it. The Xfinity Boys.
Weren't you at that dinner with me?
Yeah, that's why I didn't see it.
Oh.
I didn't see much of anything after it either.
I didn't either.
Like that. Yeah.
I woke up this morning, I think, with that same feeling.
Today, you got Bank of America Roval, Charlotte for the Xfinity Boys. And then you got the Cup guys coming on tomorrow. Same thing, Charlotte Roval. It's a series playoff race, and that's on at 3 p.m. and it's on the CW channel. We got NHRA, the Texas NHRA Fall Finals at the Motorplex are going next week from the 9th to the 12th. So we'll be seeing them out there. IMSA is done, but I do have some other things. I've got the sled dog racing, and then you've got sled dog races coming up in December. We're going to have something on that as well. And then we've got the Iditarod running is coming up in March of next year, the Iditarod race.
Well, listen, I'm going to be glued to my television.
I think we need to send Mike out there. He could ride one of the sleds.
And do this remote broadcast.
Yeah,
because
he's
doing it from
GoPro
Peterville. What?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Take the GoPro, you know?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Lilienthals. You could be our version of the Lilienthals, Mike.
A little cheaper version.
Yeah, a little cheaper version. And then we got the Singapore Grand Prix that was on this morning. F1, that was the Marina Bay Street Circuit in Singapore City. It's a 62 lapper. I don't know who won, and that's about it.
Okay, Mr. Mars, it's all on you for this week in auto history, sir.
Yeah, a few things that we found that were rather interesting this week. In 1901, Henry Ford shocked the racing world by defeating Alexander Winton in a 10-lap race. Now, this is before Henry Ford really got into automotive production. He built a car by hand and called it the sweepstakes. Now, what this did was give him credibility, street cred, built his reputation. So he got investors that actually helped him start the Henry Ford Company, which was a precursor to the Ford Motor Company. Then in 1908, the Model T was introduced. Now, this is the one that really became the car that put America on wheels. It was built for the masses. It was durable, affordable, and easy to repair, priced at $850, which got cheaper as production improved with the assembly line. They built over 15 million units of this car by 1927. Then in 1917, Chevrolet, not to be outdone, introduces the Series 490 touring car. Now, this was aimed directly at competing with that Model T. Started out at $490, offered more features for the money because they already saw what Ford was doing, stepped it up with electric lighting, and it was something that Ford charged extra for. This is where the rivalry from Ford and Chevrolet started and continued through the American car market to today. 1928, the Chrysler Plymouth brand was announced. And it was designed to be a low-priced brand to compete with that Ford and Chevrolet that is already out there. Now, they combined the Chrysler engineering, the reputation for quality, and it immediately made the Plymouth successful, partially because of the pricing and the features it offered. Sales took off and made Chrysler part of the original Detroit Big Three automakers. Now, in 1935 this week, Duesenberg, the luxury automaker, ceased production. They've been struggling because of finances, because of their engineering and their elegance. The things they put into the car that made a Duesenberg the ultimate status symbol cost a lot of money. And with the Great Depression coming in, they just really couldn't sell them. So they quit making them. And one of the big things was the straight 8. That's where they got all their performance. And that was a big thing back then, that straight 8 was out there. 1948, Citroen 2CV.
Here we go.
They revealed the 2CV. How do you say it then? Citroen?
Citroen.
That's not
okay. The little marks above
I'm going to take your word for it. Now, it was designed as another affordable people's car to carry farm goods over rough roads over in France and other parts of the European world, and became very popular. And it actually remained in production until 1990, and they built over 3.8 million. And one of the things that I thought was interesting is actually an air-cooled front-wheel drive setup, which is, I think, is very unusual with the air cooling. Now, in 1955, Ford introduces the Thunderbird. Now, this is what they considered a personal luxury car, but instead of being a sporty car like the Chevrolet Corvette, which you would think that's who it's up against being a two-seater, they emphasized the comfort as much as performance, and included a few upscale features that they felt like set it above the Corvette.
I never, ever considered it anything other than a competitor to the Corvette back in the day.
Ask anybody I know would tell you the same exact thing, but the way their marketing was set back then, they were looking to make it a little.
Well, what did they know?
They haven't recalled it yet. So I guess they knew something.
Day's not over.
1964, Studebaker stops U.S. production. Now, that's important, U.S. production, because they shut down the historic South Bend, Indiana plant, and they had a lot of innovative designs, but they could not compete against the Detroit Big Three. Bad finances, declining sales, outdated models. They stopped building them in the United States in 1964. However, they continued in Canada until 1966, and this is the very last Studebaker built, although it was built in Canada, but that is the last one.
Hey.
Never a fan.
1997, the last Plymouth Voyager was built in the U.S., and it rolled off the assembly line in St. Louis. I did not know they had an assembly plant in St. Louis. But this is really the turning point in the minivan segment and Plymouth. Although the Voyager was introduced in 1984, it started all this, but by the 1990s, minivan competition had really gotten big. Everybody was building something. And with the Voyager being phased out because of slow sales, that it actually led to Plymouth's eventual discontinuation in 2001. And that's some of the things in automotive history this week.
Well, good. That takes us right up to the end of the show. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will wrap up today's InWheelTime Car Talk Show right after this.
You've waited all summer, and it's finally here. The Tailpipes and Tacos Fall 25 Cruise-In Car Show. It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In returns to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, October 18th. Make any donation to Shirley's Kids and get a free breakfast taco. There'll be mimosas and Bloody Marys, too. Get to the best cruise-in of the year. Tailpipes and Tacos Car Show, Saturday, October 18th, 8 to 11 a.m. Cruise in, make a donation of any amount, and grab a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 703 West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. Join the car camaraderie, and your car will automatically compete for one of 3 Chili Pepper trophies at no charge. Fall is here, and what better way to celebrate than with a free taco at Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In Car Show, Saturday, October 18th, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the cruise-in you won't want to miss. Lupi Tortillas, Tailpipes and Tacos in Katy.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
I love it.
We could hear that over and over again.
Play it again.
Maybe we should incorporate that into our bump music.
Well, maybe we should. Hey, that's it for this week's InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Be sure to check us out online at InWheelTime.com. We're always looking for new, informative, and great automotive things to bring to our global audience. If you've got an idea, event, or a road trip destination you'd like us to feature, let us know. Our email address is info@InWheelTime.com. When you're looking for award-winning car talk, you can find the InWheelTime Car Talk Show 24/7 on the InWheelTime app and website. Grab a podcast from your favorite podcast store. We video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon, on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The InWheelTime video technical director is we always need more Jeff Zekin. For booking agent, video editor, people finder, and our own Caroline Levitt from Out of This World Mike Mars, along with Chief Engineer David Ainsley, I'm Don Armstrong. We'll see you next time here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Thanks for joining us.
That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.